like the popular saying, it's more fun in the Philippines. Actually, yeah, it is, because with a little budget, you can actually have lots of fun, eat lots of food, visit a lot of places, and I'll just say it's good. It's a good place to be. Yeah. So if you have plans of moving to the Philippines, I say kudos. You can just go.
Yeah.
So many ways is where I want you for you.
Hello, guys.
Oh my god. Really? We are not giving her the encouraging vibes.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Dear Girl Irene. So, guys, today I have my friends here with me. Here's Goodness. Goodness, say hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Once again. Here's Miracle, my Oga. Say hello.
Hello.
Greet the world.
Hello.
No, I'm not cutting it out. So guys, in today's video, we'll be discussing about the cost of living in the Philippines. Yes. So guys, we ordered ice cream. Which flavor is this again?
I got the vanilla flavor, and I think they added
This
some.
strawberry.
Why is it looking like vanilla?
And this
No,
is
you don't know the strawberry.
what?
This is mango.
Well, it turned out to be vanilla. Sorry, strawberry.
Guys, join us. It's not that bad. It's just like yeah. So grab anything you have, maybe your snacks or your popcorn, and chill with us.
Why we chill with the ice cream?
Yeah,
Why we chill
have our ice
we
cream.
have our ice cream here with us as we discuss. So when we talk about cost of living here in the Philippines, it varies from person to person, and it also depends on your location and your lifestyle in the Philippines, right?
Yes, actually, it depends on your location and your lifestyle. Because if you're a resident in places like the provinces and the rural areas, obviously the cost of living, the electricity bill, the water bill, the transportation actually will be cheaper compared to where you live in the city, like Manila, Cebu, Pampanga, those places. Evidently shows a high level of cost of things, cost of living there. So it depends on location and also your lifestyle. If you are if you're an extravagant spender, someone who lives this kind of flashy lifestyle, you spend a lot more. Yeah, so depends.
Yeah, also, like she said, depending on the location, that's true. But then again, it depends on sometimes your surrounding. Because those people in the province area, there are still some places in that province that is more expensive than other places when you go down in. So, depending on where you are, it's still, despite where you are, it's still depending on the location. And then, of course, your lifestyle. And depending on, again, maybe what you need to do, like how far your place is from the mall, the school, the transportation fare, and all those things. Yeah.
Since we are students here in the Philippines, we'll be talking more about student cost of living in the Philippines because that's what we have experienced. So guys, this information we'll be giving out today depends on the location we are right now. So let's move to housing and accommodation. That will be the first we'll be talking about. So here in the province, accommodation is kind of cheaper compared to living in the city like Manila and Cebu, all those places. As a student, is more advisable you you live in a place where it's cheaper for you to afford, because remember here in the Philippines, foreigners or international students are not allowed to work. So as a student, it's better you live in a place or in a city where you can afford, you get, where things are cheaper. So here in San Fernando, La Union, precisely, that's where we are now. The accommodation here is not really that expensive. Well, it's like I said before, it varies from person to person, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it varies from person to person. So accommodation here, if you're a student, you can get accommodation of 2,500 to 5,000 pesos if you want studio apartment here. Just studio apartment, just one room, kitchen and toilet, right? It's just from 2,000 to 5,000 you can get. If you want dorm has like what's it called again? Bed spacer, you can still get as a student. You can get bed space of 1,500 pesos or 2,000 depending on your choice. So here you can get house like I said 3,000, from the range of 2,000 to let's say 7,000. If you want 2 bedroom apartments and kitchen and toilet, you can also get it from the range of 7,000 to 10,000 peso. So house rent is kind of cheaper here compared to living in the Manila, where house rent is about 15,000 peso, 20,000 peso, 25. It's so expensive. But staying here in the province, I can tell the house rent is not that much.
Yes,
Right?
yes, very true. The housing and accommodation here is cheaper compared to the bigger cities because lifestyle here, obviously, it's a bit on the lower side, and even if it's on the lower side, but personally, I still prefer staying in the province because it's to me it's more comfortable. I prefer where I can have nature to myself.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't really like busy cities and all the noise and force we have in Manila and Cebu and stuff like that. So I prefer here. I just pay my dues, my rent. I can easily afford it.
And another thing I just remembered now, if you're looking for accommodation, you have to find accommodation that is closer to your workplace or your school or anywhere close to mall, so that you don't need to like pay much going to school or to mall, right?
Yeah, that's true. Because by the time you calculate your transportation from your school to from your house to the school,
To the
or
mall.
to the mall, or to any place you are going to, for a month, the house rent that you are paying, it will look as if you are doing Pennywise, pound foolish, something like, what is it again?
Yeah, Pennywise pound foolish.
Pennywise, pound foolish. So you have to calculate all these things to make sure you don't make choices that you later on regret. Because houses are actually being rushed. So if you go to a place that is far, but you have space and all those things, later on, when it's time for school, there's traffic and all those things, you will regret staying at the far places and all those things.
Yeah. The next one is utility. So the first one we have is electric bill. What was your light bill last month?
Last month it was around 300 pesos.
Wow. Mine was around, I think, 180. What about you?
I think mine was around 350.
350. Wow. I think electric bill here in the Philippines depends on what you consume. If you have like strong appliances like aircon, yeah, I think you should have aircon, because this country is very hot. But not if you can't afford it, you can just buy fan. If you have like electric cooker, iron, refrigerator, all those things, it can consume electric bill. And here in the Philippines, electric bill is just per room, right? Or per apartment. You have your meter which regulates what you use per month, right?
True. Yes.
So another thing is how long you use, just like you mentioned before,
Yeah.
all those appliances. Like, do you use it often?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just pause it a day, or maybe you just use it. So it's depending on how you use those appliances again. That's another thing that affects your light
Bill. So for you to save electric bill, you just have to like off your light. If you're going out, just off everything. Mind what you use every month, because it's what you use is what your bill will come as. You get.
Yes, you pay as you use.
Yeah,
So
you pay
the
as
more
you
you
use.
use, the more you pay. Obviously.
just like that.
So just be wise. Be wise as to how you use.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the highest I've paid maybe is 1K since I came here in the Philippines, just 1K peso. So it just depends on what you use. So if you use like all these much electric appliances, expect much, like we can expect like 5,000, 3,000, sometimes 10,000 peso. Yeah, it's possible. The next one is water bill. So guys, in some apartments or in some areas, water bill is fixed. Some you can pay 280 per month, while some it depends on what you use that month. For the water bill, it depends on what you use. Like I said, some places it's fixed and some it depends on what you use. So my light bill every my water bill every month is 280 peso. I think the highest I've paid is 350. Yeah, so it all depends on what you. So if you consume much water, maybe you wash, you do too much laundry, expect much like too much water bill. What about you?
Also, some place actually it's free. Like the place I stayed before, it was actually free.
Really?
You just pay your light bill. I think maybe the light bill covers it.
Wow.
So in some apartments, the water is free. Yeah.
Wow. So in some apartments, you can get your water bill free of charge. Just like use as much as you can. Don't think about water bill. What
Yeah,
about
yeah,
you?
yeah. It's free, but like she said, it's kind of imbibed into the electricity
Line,
bill. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Oh.
the more you use the water bill, the water rather, it's the more
Your light-
electricity
yeah,
bill you get.
go
Yeah, the more-
high.
so as much as possible, you want to be conservative as you can, so that both the light and the water will be just be at the bare minimum. Yeah.
Yeah. So in conclusion, for the water bill, that means it can range from 200 to above. It just depends on what you use. You can get it 1,000 peso, but I think the lowest should be no in my apartment, whether you use it or not, it's just like 280. It can go above 280, but it can't go below 280. In some places it is just fixed. It can go above, but it can't go below. So that's it.
It's constant.
Yeah. So for the next one is Wi-Fi stroke internet. So for the internet here in the Philippines, for the Wi-Fi, I mean to say, the Wi-Fi is fixed. You can get your smart or globe, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Globe.
smart or globe Wi-Fi, which is about 1,600 or 1,500.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, sometimes depends on the plan. Also, you can get 1.5, you can get 1.8. Like the one I use, it's 1,500 pesos
500
every
pesos.
every month.
1,500 pesos. Right? Yeah. So you can, and it's unlimited. You can use it to do whatever you want,
Yeah.
and it's just regulate to the light bill, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it has to be
Just be connected to the electricity. Yeah.
electricity. Yeah. So that's it. And what else again for the
Mobile
data?
data,
For
yeah.
them, unless you don't want to use Wi-Fi, you can also go for data. So it depends on what you want. They have 50, go 50. They have go 199. It just depends on you. So in a month, you can just budget like 500 peso for your data. Right? Yeah. You can just budget like 500 peso for your data. If you are using phone and you can't afford, if you are living alone and you can't afford the Wi-Fi, you can just go for the data, which might be 500 to 600 monthly. So, yeah.
But for the data, you are limited to what you can access most times.
Yeah, it depends on what to use, because if you start using it to download much things like watch
you are
Netflix.
limited to what you can.
Yeah.
And again, sometimes when you subscribe, it's finished or it ends even before the due date. Yeah. So
And you might be having network problem, but the Wi-Fi is just like something that is steady. It's hard for the network to be poor. Yeah. Just it.
So if you're an internet person, you are big on surfing and internet stuff, you would want to go for the Wi-Fi. That's better.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that's better. So
Yeah,
you can have
exactly.
unlimited access.
Yeah, do whatever you
all
want.
month long. Yeah, do whatever you
Watch
want.
your YouTube,
Yeah.
your Netflix, your TikTok.
Yeah.
It's there for you. So the next one is transportation in the Philippines. So let's say here in the Philippines, like when I came here in the Philippines, I was so shocked because you can ride jeepney for just 10 peso. It's true, but for student discount, 10 peso. Oh my god, that's so cheap. That's not up to, I don't even know how to convert it
It's
to
like
dollar.
2 cents? Or I'm not sure. I think 2 cents or so.
We just ride jeepney to school. Not just, I don't even know. It's like 10 kilometer or
It's less than let's say 1 kilo, just a kilometer. It's not up to 10 kilometers.
yeah. If it's above some, you get for 15
50
pesos,
pesos, yeah,
15,
15
20. But jeepney ride is so cheap.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to go for jeepney, you can also go for tricycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. which you can get from 25 peso above.
Yeah, and for students sometimes they also get discounts.
Yeah,
That's
this
why.
can. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's it. If and also they have buses.
Yeah, they have big buses.
Yeah, big buses.
And something very spectacular about their transportation system here. I know some other countries also do it. Is that they have discounts for students and senior citizens. So that's
Disabled, I
yeah,
think so.
disabled patients with disabilities. So you get to have 20% discount on transportation. Not only transportation system, so many other
many
systems
things, yeah.
for the transportation system. It's really a big help. 20% discount. So it's automatic. Once you are going in and you're a student, you have your ID. You are a PWD, patient with disability. You are a senior citizen. It's automatic. The drivers and the conductors, they all know that. So I think it's really good.
Yeah,
It's something that other countries should.
Yeah, we are talking
should
to
adopt.
Nigeria.
I said other
My
countries.
country, you
I
need
said
to add
other
that
countries.
because I was so shocked when I came here. Because yeah, in student discount, once you have your ID, you are getting a discount. So, but if you don't want to go for jeepney, buses, tricycle, you can also go for taxi. You just in Manila you can book Grab, but I don't think there is no Grab
no,
here.
there's no Grab, but there's taxi here.
Yeah, there is taxi. You can.
You can also use trains in places like
Yeah.
Manila and
Yeah, true,
top city and big cities. Yeah, there. So you
Yeah.
can also avail
And
train,
bikes, right?
the train bikes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Manila. So you can book Grab. The Grab will come to your house, pick you, and drop you at your destination.
Just like Uber service.
Yeah.
But I
Lyft.
don't think with Grab there is no discount with those ones, right?
I don't because you have to go online, so right?
I think they have something like maybe if you're a first time user, they give you discounts for just once, something like that. I'm not really sure.
But compared to that means just like we were talking about expenses before,
Yeah.
like that means because the place is in Manila, that's why it's like that.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I think if you have plans of living in the city, you just have to make plans of living big someday.
Yes.
Because everything is going to come as big as so living in the city is not for the weak. So just go to a place where you know you can afford and have your peace of mind than staying in a place where you can't afford. You get
If you can afford the big cities,
good, enjoy it.
good.
That's nice. Especially Baguio, you can go to Baguio and enjoy the cold weather.
yeah.
So the next one is food. If you're coming to the Philippines, let me tell you one secret. Just get ready to eat rice because it's very cheap and affordable.
It's only rice.
They are rice only. You can only there is a place you can go. You get unlimited rice. Just eat as much as you can. Like it's nice with maybe around $3 or $4, right?
Yeah, about $3, $4.
Yeah, that's
150, 200
150,
pesos.
yeah, 150, 200 pesos. Yeah. So, what do you have to say about food here in the Philippines?
Firstly,
Kinds of prices,
Filipinos like food. So food is one thing that you can't find lacking here in the Philippines. Everywhere you go, every corner, every street,
Yeah.
every boulevard, they have food. So you're not going to be looking for food around. And rice, you mentioned rice. Yeah, that's because rice is actually the staple food, and you can rarely see a Filipino who spends a day without eating rice.
Yeah.
I don't think
That's
so. They eat rice in the morning, rice in the afternoon, rice in and they are proud of it. And I like the fact
Yeah,
that they
yeah,
are proud of
they are
it.
proud
It's their
of it,
pride, yeah. And it's something worthy of emulation. Be proud of your food, and so their food is actually cheap. Okay,
Very,
you
very
can get budget meal of as low as 60, 50, 60, 70
Yeah.
pesos. That's like a dollar plus,
Yeah.
just like $1 or so, and you eat and you go home filled. Okay,
Yeah.
so the food is good, though they have other places where food are more expensive.
Expensive,
but
yeah.
for as low as just $1, you can get a good food, and so the food is good. And really their food are actually palatable. The food is good, although sometimes they try they mix with sugar and stuff. So you also have to watch when you eat. But in general, food in the Philippines is good, cheap, and affordable.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, actually, that's true. The food is very affordable. And if you're someone that doesn't like eating outside, because there are people that really like eating home, they cook at home
Yeah.
and eat. Even buying foodstuff from the market, local market,
Yeah.
it's not that
It's not
expensive
that
as well
expensive.
compared to Nigeria.
With 500, at least you can get what you
something.
eat for 2 days.
Exactly. Yeah. So even the local market is as well not that expensive. So
Yeah,
food is
true.
actually good here. Like the prices of food here is nice.
It's nice, exactly. So yeah, it's true. You can get food here in the food is not a problem. Maybe in terms of cost of living, like that's unless you like we said before your lifestyle, unless you're those type that eat like you want it like
Massive, in control.
yeah, in expensive way. But for students, you can get food as low as your budget. Yeah, any budget you have, you can get food with that budget. So that's true.
57 pesos you can buy right
You can- It's true. You can buy rice. So in general, I can say that here in the Philippines, food is not a problem. It's not a problem. So in general, what can you say about the cost of living in the Philippines?
Well, in general, the cost of living in the Philippines is okay. I don't want to say it's too low or too affordable. It's just okay.
Just a place where the poor and the rich can
Rich,
survive.
yes, you
Yeah.
just have to. Once you are not the big spender
Yeah.
and you just live a normal life, you have normal lifestyle. You can be able to afford the Philippines. It's good and like the popular saying, it's more fun in the Philippines. Actually, yeah, it is because with a little budget, you can actually have lots of fun, eat lots of food, visit a lot of places, and I'll just say it's good. It's a good place to be. Yeah. So if you have plans of moving to the Philippines, I say kudos. You can just go.
Yeah. You're invited. But just come with your aircon.
Depending on the place you are actually.
Depending on the location.
Yeah, depending on the location. Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
So for me, in general, I really agree with what he said. Living in the Philippines is not that expensive. Like with a little amount, if you budget yourself very well,
Yeah.
you can actually have a very nice life, comfortable life, peaceful one. Like enjoy your stay. Philippines is one of the cheapest places I've been to. Don't ask me how many places I've been to.
One last question before I end this video. Let's assume a student, someone is coming to this country as a student. What's like in a month? What would you advise that person? The person should budget like monthly allowance or to budget both the accommodation, house rent, the accommodation, light bill, water bill, Wi-Fi, feeding. How much can you advise that person and transport like overall as a student? Now we're talking about students. So what will you tell the person to like this should be your budget with this amount? I think it can be okay for a month.
Like we've always reiterated, it depends on the person. But for someone who's an average spender who just wants to live a normal life, I think monthly, your budget monthly should range from let's say 6,000 to 8,000, 6, 7, 8,000 pesos. Yeah, and I think you're good to go. 6 to 8,000 pesos. So that should be, if I'm correct in dollars, that should be around 120 to $160. Yeah.
So what about you?
Yeah, I actually agree with him. But then let's say maybe that something came up highest. Something highest should be around 10,000.
10,000 pesos.
Yeah, for a month.
Yeah. So with 10,000 pesos a month, you can, as a student, you can survive here in the Philippines. Yeah, $200. You can survive here. Wow, that's actually nice. With just $200 a student, you can survive in the Philippines. Oh my God, I think Philippines is a nice country. It's accommodating. It accommodates everyone. Like it's a free country. How would I put it?
All inclusive.
All in. So guys, tell us what you think about this video. Put it in the comment section. What do you think cost of living here in the Philippines is like? Is it expensive for you or is low? Do you like Philippines as a country? Okay, guys, let's see your comment here.
Also, you can compare it to the country where you are currently.
Yes.
You can tell us what do you think? Is it higher or lower?
Or
than
lower?
your
Would you like to
country?
visit Philippines? What about you?
Me? I'm in the Philippines already.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me today in my video. God bless you guys. See you in my next video, guys. Bye.